Paul, busy week for you. 3 games in 9 days. How are the boys looking after Saturday's excursions?
Yeah, good. I mean, it's nice to train without snow. We didn't have to sledge in today, which is a bonus. Look all right. I've got virtually everyone out there and trying to pick a team to obviously win another game. So, you know, Swansea not dissimilar to Preston. I think Preston finished 10th last year. These finished 14th. And I know how good they are because, you know, we think the world of Jerry and, you know, they kindly let us take Jerry off them. So I think it shows the strength of their squad. So we'll have to be at our very best to be competitive, and obviously watched them against Leeds at the weekend, which was a game full of excitement. So it should be another good game. And
you mentioned him, sort of a good time and sort of not to talk about Jerry Yates because he scored in 3 consecutive games for you, but not available on Wednesday. How pleased have you been with him? Has he been what you knew he would be when you brought him in?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, you know the history that we know him really well, and his attitude to football's always been amazing. I always, from an early age, we always liked him as a player. I'm not going to go too histrionic to go back in time, but I always remember how his granddad had a massive impact on Jerry. He used to train with the youth team and that, and then his granddad used to say that wasn't enough and used to run him up and down hills and all that. And there's a lot of stories about a lot of top sports people that have had an encouraging but hard person behind them to make them train harder. You'd have to look at golfers and tennis players. There's loads of stories out there, and obviously that has to match your talent. But that whole work ethic that was driven into him from a child has taught him in good stead. And even in games where he hasn't been a goal threat, maybe because we haven't created anything for him, he's led the line really well, and he does everything thanklessly, but he does the ugly part of the game and how hard he works for the team, like better than anyone I know really. So it's a disappointment not to have him this weekend, but then, you know, as always, it's an opportunity for someone else, and if they score 2, then I've got an issue come Sunday.
Must be a strange situation for him, for any player in that situation where, you know, he wouldn't, I would assume, normally not be involved on Wednesday night, but he can't because it's against his parent club. How will the day sort of be for him?
Yes, I don't know. So we play Sunday, don't we? So what day are we on now? Tuesday. So he's done extra running today. Tomorrow he'll just turn up like he's a squad player and think he's been dropped. So he'll just come to the game, be in the dressing room, you know, have food with the lads and all that. I won't ask him to do anything physical. And then Thursday, there'll be a few of the lads who might play in the under-21s will train with the academy. But I'll just give him an extra day off with the first team, and then he just comes back in Friday. So it will feel strange for him. He is one of them people, I think, that when his professional career finishes, he'll still play 5-a-side with his mates. And so he'll be itchy on the side of the pitch, that is for sure.
Back at Pride Park on Wednesday night, as we've mentioned, and feels like ages since your last game at home again. I know we've talked about the challenges of the time of year coming up and how many fixtures you have, but will it be nice to get into a bit of a rhythm and a bit of a routine with the games?
Yeah, I think it was Hammy who said to me, I think the game we had Saturday is the last 3 o'clock on a Saturday till January or something. I don't know if that's true. Well, I like to think it's true. I mean, what I've told you is true. I don't know if I've got the story completely right. So we do get games thrown around here, and obviously in the Champ there's a lot of Wednesday games, Tuesday games, and obviously us playing Sunday. So it doesn't feel like there's any rhythm to it, if I'm honest. It just feels like we're just, you know, and that's why we don't talk about the last game as much, because you just head down for the next one. Like, we prepare for this. If we win, great, we'll feel great about it for 20 minutes, and if we don't win, we have to try and correct it for the next game on Sunday. So it doesn't feel like we're in any rhythm. That is the truth. And the good thing is, though, we've got a lot of players fit and available, so, you know, that will definitely help us out in this period.